guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for your support. Like, comment, share with your other like-minded friends. If you have friends who are CNAs or caregivers or interested in this topic, please share. So I just kind of wanted to get into being a caregiver or being a CNA and how you could actually perform as your own agency. You do not need to be licensed if you're going to work for yourself. And so your license allows you to hire people in place of you. So obviously there's only so much that one person can take on. This is kind of where I came into a problem. I've been doing this for myself since 2008. I was still in high school, and my mom had clients, I had clients, and sometimes it would get just to be too much. Sometimes I wanted to have fun. I was still a kid, so I would try to keep my clients, so I would try to send people out for me, and that is illegal. That's when your license comes into play. So if you're going to be sending people out for you in your absence and things like that, you need to have your license. If it's just going to be you working by yourself, you don't need a license. So as a caregiver, as a CNA, you can find clients. If you're not sure if this is something that you want to do, you can kind of just try to see how it is to find clients, to see where they're hanging out at, how you can get your clients, try to figure out your contracts, what your rates look like, do some market research, and just kind of do it for a little while and see how it is. And then once you know how it is, if it's something you like, then you can proceed to get your license. So I would say the easiest part is actually working. I don't know what changed between now and back then, but I attracted clients, and I did get out into the community a lot more. I went door to door. I would be in stores. I love seniors, so I would just be in stores talking to seniors. If they drop something, I would be quick to try and help them pick it up or something. Or, did you need help with this? Like, just to the point where they would just take a liking to me and ask for my services, and I wouldn't even be trying to sell myself. They just kind of found me. But today, like in these days, I think it's a lot different. You definitely have to market yourself. You definitely have to set yourself up. So I would say, before going to look for clients, make sure you have a contract in place that has what your services are, what your rates are, things you will do, things you will not do. Kind of get used to putting that stuff together for yourself. You need to put it together to protect yourself and to protect your clients. Make sure you're thinking about HIPAA violations and family members that you can and can't talk to about certain things. So again, the administrative code, you can absolutely follow the administrative code even though you're not licensed, because it will help to protect you. Those policy and procedures that they require, that's within the administrative code, is what's going to help you to protect yourself from anything that may come your way, to protect your clients from anything that may come their way. They may have children that don't get along and they fight over who's going to take care of what, who can know what, and that will just eliminate all of the drama. So if you have a paper that says this person is responsible for billing, or I can only talk to this person about if mom's health is declining and things like that, then there's no argument. If your name is not on the paper, it is what it is. So you're setting yourself up for success. You don't have to worry about the drama. But once you have that set up, you want to look at your marketing. So obviously, when you're marketing, you're going to be getting people calling you, emailing you, however you set that up. Some people may only want to do phone calls. Some people may only want to do things by email. Don't limit yourself. Give them a few options to be able to reach out. Sometimes people are busy all day long. Sometimes you have the same hours as the person that's reaching out for services. So if someone's daughter is trying to reach out to you and they work 9 to 5 and you're only open 9 to 5, well, maybe when they get home, they can, call and leave a voicemail, or maybe when they get home, they can send you an email and you can get back to them that way. So give them a few options to be able to contact you. So with that being said, make sure you have a telephone number, make sure you have a valid email address, make sure you're checking it often, have your notification on. So if you do get an email from that specific email account, you will be notified and you can reach out to them quickly, because if you're not up to date on those things, as soon as you get that email, they're gonna go on and look for the next person. And so the other thing is with the phone number, you can use like Google Voice and things like that. But make sure you're paying attention, because if you use a Google Voice number, which I use Google Voice, make sure you're paying attention if they send you emails. Follow up on that, because sometimes if you're not using the number for a while, it will eliminate your number from the system. And if you've already been marketing with that phone number, you could be missing out on clients. And sometimes it just takes a while. Sometimes, people may not need help right then and there, but when times get hard, or if they need to be absent for some reason, then they might call you. Some people are just really against it, and then they're like, oh, you know what, let me reach out to this person and see if they could help me. And it may end up working out in your favor, but because you don't have that number anymore, because you haven't been using it, it's been dormant, it's been deleted, and now they reach out to you and they can't get a hold of you. So a couple things there: make sure that number is stays activated, and have different ways for them to contact you in case something like that does happen. But another thing is, you don't want to be changing your numbers all the time either. If you're not appearing to be stable, that could be a negative impact on your agency. And the other thing with that is, again, you could lose clients. So be mindful of those things. Once you start marketing, take a step back and look at where you're going to find your people. Are they having events at your park district? Are they having events in the community, city downtown, or something like that? Just check in, and even Google your city website and see if they are hosting events or anything that you could be a vendor for. If you don't have to be licensed, some of them are free. Post on bulletin boards, so college boards, libraries, your grocery stores. Pay attention when you're going into a grocery shop, or if you're going to other stores, and sometimes like barber shops or the gym. My gym, I went to LA Fitness, and they have a table that's dedicated to small businesses. So you could put your brochures or your business cards there, your flyers there, whatever it is. So just always be mindful when you're going places. Look around and see, hey, if somebody else has their business card in the nail salon, can I leave mine as well? So get you some business cards. That's a tactic for marketing. If you want to have flyers, it doesn't have to be the best paper, especially if you're just getting started. I'm pretty sure people are just going to be happy to find it, that you provide that service and they found it. Another thing could be like the local newspaper. Seniors, if they're looking for themselves, they typically still look in newspapers. So that would be a good source to market yourself. Going to churches, you're offering a service. So I believe that in churches, it's been pretty successful on my end and others. I hear it a lot. So they'll give you an opportunity to maybe post something in your church, or maybe when they're giving announcements, they may announce that you provide that service and give you an opportunity to say a few things. So also knowing what you're going to say when you meet somebody, knowing what you're going to say when you go to these places. If you're at a fair or of some sort, and you're at a table passing out your flyers and letting people, have awareness of your agency, know what you're going to say. Hi, my name is, I'm the administrator of, we provide services like this for seniors, for infants, for toddlers, for adults, like whatever age range is appropriate for your agency. Make sure you already know what you're going to say to them. If you're going to stand up in church and say something about your agency and what services you provide, make sure you know what you're going to say. Make sure it's straight to the point and as easy to understand as possible. I would say figure out in your area what services are needed the most, or however many people you've talked to. So I would say the majority of the people that I talked to needed help with transfers, needed help getting dressed, and transportation. So because I know that those are huge things, anytime I mention what services we provide, I'm going to start out by saying, yes, we provide transportation, we provide personal care such as showering, grooming, dressing, all of those things. I'm going to start with that because for me in my area, that is the number one thing that people request. So flyers, if you want to just print out something with your agency name on it, telephone, the contact, the telephone, the email, however you wish to follow up with them, the name of the agency, the point of contact. You may or may not want to put your name, so contact Tony. I would say contact Tony at this number, this email. You don't necessarily have to put a name on there. You don't have to put your face on there. You can use characters from like Canva or something like that. They have a free Canva, so you don't have to pay for it. I pay for mine. It's beneficial to me because I like what I like. I want what I want. So I'm just that type of person. So I would rather just go ahead and pay for it rather than paying for like $5 for this here, and then next week I'm paying another $5. Like, that's the entire membership. So just using some characters from there. You don't have to use your face. Listing your services, your service areas, and just keep in mind everything that you believe they're going to want to know in order to work with your agency. If there's something that you do that's special, that sticks out from other agencies, make sure you list it there. I foster in inclusion, so I want to make sure my people are getting out if they are able to, going to the movies, going out to eat, going to the park, going to different things that the city hosts. The park district, they have swimming, they have yoga for seniors, so I want to make sure they get out. So I'm going to make sure that I include that on there. If you have any other specialty services that you provide, make sure you put it on there because it sets you apart. So the goal is to be licensed. The goal is to, well, mine anyway, was to eventually be in a position where, you know, I don't absolutely have to work. And when I'm not working, I have people behind me that can cover me. I had the goal to be able to, I don't know, take my kids to Japan or wherever they want to go, and my agency is fine because I have people behind that are working to make sure that we're staying afloat. Where do you guys want to go?
California. Japan.
California, Japan. We want to go to California. We want to go to Japan. I want to spend time with my kids. I want to take them myself. I want to be able to create these memories with my kids. So my goal has always been to be licensed so that I can have people in place working behind the scenes for me, making sure that everything is on the up and up, people that I trust. And then I can go spend that time with my kids and not have to worry about my agencies. So the other thing is, when you're starting, be serious about it, be for real about it, because this is your foundation. Everything that you do now is gonna count. Your first impression is your best impression. If you're gonna start this as a CNA or a caregiver, even without a license, it's just as serious because you're putting your foot out to see how it's going to go for you, and it may very well take off. You want your best impression to be set forth. And when people see that you're serious about it and you're not playing about your agency or what you want out of life, then some people are going to be intimidated by that, and they're not even going to want to do business with you because they're going to see that you're about your business, okay? So you're going to scare away the people who don't really want to work, and that's what you want, because you only want people that are going to be there because they want to be there, because they need to be there, because they have a purpose, because they feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, this is my calling, I want to help seniors, I'm good at this, this comes natural to me, or whatever position it is. If it's a assistant administrator, then they know that, you know, they just want to be behind the scenes. They're good at this, they want to be behind the scenes, they don't want to be the face of the company, things like that. So be serious about it, and you will attract the people that should be working for you. And don't be desperate. If you're seeing signs of inconsistency, people don't want to turn their things in, they're having excuses all the time, let them fall to the wayside. So I have experiences with that myself. People not wanting to get a CPR card. It's not required by the state. I would prefer that they have it because you never know what can happen. But you know, people not wanting to pay for the CPR, people not wanting to pay for the TB testing, these are things that are required. You know, I would see what the problem is. Do you not know where to go? Do you not know how much it costs? I would try to assess the situation, but after I give you resources and I don't know what else I could help you with, so I would let it fall to the wayside. I'm not going to be what I say, thirsty about it, and like, hey, do you think you could get that in tomorrow? Do you think you can get that in next week? Can you tell me when you could get it in? Let it fall to the wayside. People are going to come. The people that are for you will come. The last thing I want to mention is insurance. So insurance, people kind of feel like it's a scary thing. It's going to be super expensive. Do your research. There is insurance for caregivers. There is insurance for CNAs. There is insurance for home health agency. So just kind of talk to them and let them know exactly what you're thinking about. So even this is a good point as well. If you're working now as a caregiver or a CNA, you can definitely reach out to some insurance companies. If you need a list of insurance companies, head over to the website. It's going to be in the description box below, and I'll have some listed on there. But they do have some. So if you're a CNA and you're out working somewhere, they very well may have workers' comp. But if you get hurt, then you have additional backup insurance for yourself. If you want to act as a home service agency, because technically you have an agency, you go out and you have your own clients. There's insurance that you can have for yourself, for your clients while you're at their house and things like that. So while you're transporting them places. So just keep that in mind. Look out for that. And that's going to conclude this video. I hope you got some insight, some valuable insight from this video. Please, again, it doesn't hurt to like, and I'm going to say this. Anytime I watch somebody's video, if they drop a gem, first of all, what I do now, I instantly like it before I even watch it. And if my mind changes at any time, I will just remove it or dislike so that they know. And I don't mind a dislike. It's still an engagement. It lets me know that I need to do better. But instantly now, I just hit the like button. But especially if they drop a jewel, I definitely like, because it was free. It was free. It didn't cost anything. The least you could do is hit the like button or subscribe or share. So I'm going to invite you to please comment, like, subscribe, or share. And thank you for watching this video. If you watched it to the end, drop a star in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.